Welcome back to the channel, everyone. I hope you're all doing great. In today's video, we're going to talk about a coin that many people might just overlook. It's the 1981 D Washington quarter dollar. Now you might be thinking, it's just a quarter, right? Only worth 25 cents. But guess what? Some of these coins have actually sold for hundreds, even thousands of dollars, including one that reached up to $5,000. Pretty crazy for something you might find in your pocket or wallet, right? So let's break it all down in a way that's easy to understand. We'll go through the history of the Washington quarter, what the D stands for, and why some 1981 D quarters are considered ultra-rare and valuable. We'll also talk about coin errors, what to look for, and how condition affects the value. You might want to grab your old coins after this video, because there's always a chance you've got something valuable hiding in plain sight. Let's start with the basics. The Washington quarter was first introduced in the year 1932. It was made to honor George Washington, who was the first president of the United States. The design on the front of the coin, also known as the obverse, shows a portrait of George Washington facing to the left. Above his head, you'll see the word Liberty, and below, you'll find the date. There's also the phrase, "In God We Trust," to the left side of his neck. This design was created by an artist named John Flanagan and has been used for many years with only small changes over time. Now, let's look at the back of the coin, also called the reverse. On the reverse side, you'll see an eagle with its wings spread out. The eagle is sitting on a bundle of arrows and is surrounded by olive branches. These symbols represent strength and peace. Around the edges of the coin, you'll see the words, United States of America, e pluribus unum, which means, out of many, one, and of course, quarter dollar. Now let's talk about the year 1981 and that little D under the date. The D stands for the Denver Mint, which is one of the places in the United States where coins are made. In 1981, the Denver Mint produced over 575 million quarters, which is a very large number. That means most of the 1981 D quarters out there are very common. But as with many things in coin collecting, not all coins are made perfectly. Some have small mistakes, or what we call errors, and those errors are what make a coin rare and sometimes worth a lot of money. So why would anyone pay thousands of dollars for a quarter that originally only cost 25 cents? Well, it all comes down to the type of error, how rare the error is, and how good the condition of the coin is. Coin collectors love rare and unusual coins, and they're willing to pay big money to add them to their collection. One of the most valuable types of errors is called a double die. This happens when the coin is struck more than once, but the images or letters don't line up exactly. When this happens, parts of the coin's design, like the words or the numbers, can appear to be doubled. On a 1981 D quarter, if you look closely at the words Liberty or the date and you see some doubling, you could have a double die obverse coin. These can be worth hundreds or even over $1,000 depending on how strong the doubling is and how good the condition of the coin is. Another type of error to look out for is called an off-center strike. This means the coin was not lined up properly when it was being stamped, and as a result, the design is pushed to one side and part of it is missing. If a 1981 D quarter has an off-center strike but you can still clearly see the date and the mint mark, that coin could be worth anywhere from $100 to $500 depending on how far off-center the strike is and how rare the coin is in that condition. One more interesting error is called a clipped planchet. A planchet is the blank metal disc that gets stamped to make a coin. Sometimes, a piece of the planchet is missing before the coin is made, so the finished coin looks like it has a bite taken out of it. These clipped planchet errors are usually easy to spot and can be worth between $50 and $200 or even more if the clip is big and the rest of the coin is in good condition. Now here's where it gets really exciting. There are some extremely rare cases where a 1981 D quarter was accidentally struck on the wrong type of metal. For example, some were struck on a copper penny blank instead of the usual copper-nickel blend used for quarters. These coins are lighter in weight and may even look slightly red or brown instead of the usual silvery color. One of these rare error coins was sold for nearly $5,000 at an auction because of this unique mistake. If you ever come across a 1981 D quarter that feels lighter than normal, looks a different color, or sounds different when you drop it, you might want to get it checked out by a coin expert. Now let's talk a little bit about coin grading, which is the process of judging how good a coin's condition is. Coin condition is extremely important when it comes to value. The better the condition, the more money it's worth. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being a perfect, flawless coin. If you have a 1981 D quarter that looks almost brand new, with no scratches, shiny surfaces, and full details, it could be graded as MS 65, MS 66, or even MS 67. These high-grade coins are very popular with collectors and can sell for hundreds of dollars even without any major errors. If you're curious about whether your coin might be valuable, there are a few things you can do. First, take a close look at it using a magnifying glass. Check for any doubling in the letters or numbers. Look for parts of the design that might be missing or off-center. Then, weigh the coin using a digital scale. A regular 1981 D quarter should weigh about 5.67 grams. If your coin is much lighter or heavier, it might be a rare wrong planchet error. You can also compare your coin to pictures online or visit a local coin shop. Professional coin graders and collectors can help you figure out if your coin is rare or valuable. Some good services to use include PCGS and NGC, which are two of the most trusted coin grading companies in the world. They can examine your coin and give it an official grade, which helps collectors know exactly what it's worth. So, to wrap things up, the 1981 D Washington quarter is a very common coin, but a small number of them have special errors that make them extremely valuable. Things like double die errors, off-center strikes, clipped planchets, and coins struck on the wrong metal can all be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. And even if you don't find one with an error, a high-grade quarter in mint condition can still bring in some good money. That's why it's always a good idea to check your coins carefully. Don't just toss them in a jar or spend them without looking. Who knows? That little 25-cent coin in your pocket could be worth way more than you think. Thanks so much for watching today's video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more coin collecting tips, coin values, and stories about rare finds. If you've ever found a rare coin or have a question about one, leave a comment down below. We love hearing your stories and helping you on your coin collecting journey.